Some people live a highly competitive environment, but they never really leave the mindset behind. I've noticed something interesting since I arrived in Saudi for a broad walk about 1 year. I found that there has a specific group of persons who really enjoy over competition, and most of them are my Chinese coworker. And I try to find out why they have this mindset, why they have to build this kind of zero-sum game, and they really enjoy the evolution. Yeah, we call it evolution at 内卷. And I really have the one example for you, and this is really make me feel impressive. One of my coworker landed Saudi about this March. At that time, first time I feels like this is a brand new guy and come from China, and really a long journey. It's about 10 hours on flight, and I really feel that it's not an easy way, because she's also a girl and same age as me, come from Saudi, and she knows nobody. So I try to help her a lot. I don't want to calculate too much, such like this is my duty, this is your duty. No, I wouldn't do so, because I still remember when I first landed in Saudi, my coworker helped me a lot, and she's really a nice guy. I just out from this kind of mindset, or the reach out your help to anyone who really need. I try to help her, support her. But for the first day, I found something weird. We just met for the first day, and I invited her to have a coffee and treat her for a meal. I just find that it's so weird. We didn't meet each other before, and we don't know each other. We don't have the trust. Why you ask me this question? She asked me, why your former boss leave this company? Why your former coworker leave this company? How should I explain to you? And why have to share the detail to you? Especially my former boss and my former coworker, they're really in good relationship with me. So this is the first time I didn't answer to her. She feels so upset. She feels like I have something hid from her. But actually, we just met for the first day. Why have to share you all the details? This is the first thing. And secondly, I still remember it maybe the first month, she asked me to share my client's contract and the price card to her. Actually, even I had a good relationship with my coworker, I didn't mention this question to her. And also, she didn't ask me like this question. Why is it so sensitive? Because just like both of us ourselves, you ask me, how about your quotation? Can you share me your quotation? What's the quotation you share to your clients? Share to me. Why? We have the computation, okay? Why have to share my clients' details to you, information to you? This is not allowed, and also this is sensitive information. If you really want to ask other people to share to you, firstly you have to build the solid trust for each other. I trust you, you trust me. So then maybe I can share some idea, but I won't share the price card to you. But she just asked directly. I feel so offended, Why have to share to you? So after all, I didn't share, but I feel really offensive. Okay, this is second thing. And the third thing is, since she feels like she wants to get some progress, I don't know what the feeling it is. She just applied to join the leaders meeting. Yeah, leaders meeting. And she only joined for once, but actually she asked to join multiple times. Okay, this is not my business, okay? This is boss's arrangement. I don't want to argue about that. This is the leader's decision. But what she did? She just collect and copy all of my files into her files. And she named this as her SOP, her file, her representation. I just totally cannot. And this case happened not only once. So every time she asks me that I'm doing something, maybe I can also help to you because I'm doing the same task, and you can add some details into my file. Firstly, I follow that. I think, okay, you want to like this, then you can do this, because it's all for all of us is a favor. But I don't know that she would like to decorate this like her work result. I totally cannot. And this thing I just find very later. But 3 things is totally enough. And I just collect some experience from other people. She really liked to build her own result by losing other people's thoughts. This feeling really made me feel familiar. Yeah, so weird, right? Familiar? Because when I work in China, I know exactly the evolution happened day by day, every day. Because in China has a large population. So especially for young people, there is no job that no one wants to reply. So everyone will compete with each other. And this is reasonable. But in Saudi, our position is a coin manager. Why you have to compete with me? You want to squeeze my environment to make sure you can have more, how to say that? While still 话语权. I don't know what this mean, but I can feel that since she got some info or some password name, she will cross the boundary. Such like she will sign up other clients' account and share information directly as her. And also, she would like to squeeze other people's environment to make sure she can have the all information with a more higher standard. I know from her side, it's really the good thought because she can collect all of the other people's thought as her thought. But I don't think it's reasonable. And I know exactly she has a strong intention to build up her willpower. I know exactly if you continue work with her, you won't be the one have the same position. You don't have the same position. Every time you meet you and her, only the two person in Saudi, every time all the information she got is more than you. And how should I keep my work as invisible? So that's why I feel so uncomfortable. But I didn't mean to compete with her or argue with her, Actually, we don't have any competition under. We just need to focus on our own job and do the good service with our clients. That's enough. But you just make the mismatch or the overlap between each other. But we are in the same team. You making the overlap. That means you want to make the mismatch or difference between your coworkers. So do we have any trust? I don't think so. So in Saudi, even we are Chinese, even we are working the same team, we are co-workers, but actually no one really likes to be the backup for each other. So you will see that this is totally the dog forest. And also, dog eat dog. If you don't want to be eaten, you have to eat your co-workers. It sounds so cruel, right? And I still remember when I was young, maybe in my 20s, I like competition. To be honest, I like competition. But at that time, I know exactly we have wealth, we have rich resource. So we don't need to build our own success based on other people's loss. So we are in the health competition. But now, you see, this is not competition at all. This is just you live, I will die. I live, you will die. So this is totally zero-sum game. Zero-sum game, why I have to continue playing? I know exactly if somebody has a flag, the flag is zero-sum game. Dark for mentality. We don't have any fear at all. If you want to compete with her, actually, she already built up the leadership in this dark forest. Do we have any chance to live a better way? I don't think so. You have to obey to her because she got more information than you. She will also have the first priority to choose what client she like. She will take over it. And then you have to take over the remaining. The remaining means the client is not reasonable, the client is bad clients, has a bad attitude, the client have many issues, need to fix one by one. That means you have to take over the dirty works, and you have to take over everything that she wouldn't like to take away. So when I consider all of the circumstances, I know exactly. Firstly, the game is not fair. It don't have any clear theory or game structure. So why have to continue play so? If you already built up this unhealthy competition, I don't think I'm willing to waste my time on here. Because it's not something we call it from competition. Actually, I'm someone who really tough. If you want to challenge my expertise, I don't know what it is. I have strong intention to fight against with you. But this is not the only expertise concept. It's something we call hurt you. Then you make you lose. I win, you have to lose. I lose, you will win. I don't think this is a harmonious environment I really want. And I think keep competitive is an essential part, but I don't want to waste my time to win in a political work environment. So maybe this is my fault. Maybe I'm just too weak to compete against with this guy. But I don't think it's something failure because we have many options. Why have to continue stay here, prove I'm qualified enough, qualified than her, only competed with her. If I just choose competed with her, that means I have to put more energy to analyze what this guy's personality. How should I control her? I will be the one I hate before. Why I have to do so? So you can say I give up. I gave up this environment. Maybe the sacrifice is I will lose a great amount of salary each month, but I think it's totally well paid. Because once I leave the toxic competition, that means I've leave toxic mindset, toxic environment. I will keep my mental health. Mental health will impact your body health directly. So once I choose to give up all of the nonsense, I feel so relieved. It's not self-compromise. It's just you have to figure out someday you will cherish the harmonious relationship, the toxic environment. Because you know exactly the real life is not zero-sum game. The real life is win-win game. I like win-win game. I prefer it so much. And I know exactly if you want to win, you can also let your neighborhood win. So this is, I think, the healthy competition it is. And I don't want to waste time with a toxic person, toxic environment. And also, I don't have the intention to change the environment. So if you are already in a toxic environment or the evolution environment, how about just leave it? Why you have to struggle? So if you just drawn to this environment, give you some time to have a break and reconsider about the ROI of this. If you enjoy it, okay, have a good time. But if you do the calculation, what you gain, what you lose, the lose part is more huge than the gaining part. You have to readjust your target because someday you will feel you lose much than you get much. Okay, that's all.